Hi guys, it's Chad here from Industrial Cooling Towers. And as you've probably seen by now, I've posted a couple of videos of these skids that we make. Two of the most common questions that I get is how do you decide what to put on these skids? And secondly, are they expensive? So normally what will happen, somebody will come to me and say, we want to buy a cooling tower. And the first question that I'll ask them is, do you want to save time and money and put that cooling tower on a skid? Obviously, everybody wants to save time and money. So the answer is normally yes. And then what we do from there is we'll do a bit of a deeper dive into your specific application. What's important to you? Where are you looking to save? Where are you looking to improve? And based on that discussion, I'll put together a list of items that I recommend for the skid. When the quote gets to you, it'll come in the form of line items. And that basically allows you to go through and build your own skid according to whatever suits your budget. So without further ado, I'll get to the current skid that we've just finished assembling. So what you'll normally get, your baseline for a skid, where you're going to save the most money, is you want to at least have your cooling tower, you want to have your suction and discharge piping, and then you want to have either a single pump or a running standby configuration, which is what we've gone for on this one. So that's all you really need to start off with. Your cooling tower will come on the channel frame with the pump and the piping. Most importantly, all the valves and the important things that you actually need for your system. So by the time it gets there, we've taken all the thinking out of the equation. All you actually need is to connect your supply and your return, and then you're pretty much good to go. If you don't go for the MCC box and everything, you'll obviously have to connect your pumps and your motors, but that's relatively easy for an electrician. So what we do here, when we include the electricals, as you see we've done in this one, the MCC panel has been included, all of the cabling is included. So you'll see we've got our earth wires, and then you've got all of your cabling actually running through the trunking to the pumps. And then we've got this trunking here that's already got your fan motor connected up. So when we do the test here, we make sure the impellers are turning the right way, the fan's turning the right way. So when you get to site, your electrician connects to the MCC panel, everything has already been pre-configured. Well, if you come and have a look at the back here, once again, on this skid, we've included all of the water treatment equipment. So there you can see your dosing is pre-installed. There's your dosing tubes actually running into the basin, which will dose directly into the basin. And if you come around here, you'll see we've got the flow meter installed. The flow meter is actually connected to your dosing, so you'll dose proportionally based on the amount of flow that you put into your cooling tower makeup. So when this skid, as it is, arrives on site, you'll just have to connect your water supply to this flow meter assembly. It'll start filling up the basin automatically, and the control panel is pre-configured. So when you tell me this is the area or the region that the cooling tower is going to be installed, we go and pull water data specifically for that region. And we pre-configure this panel based on the water chemistry for that region. Now that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be specific to your site. So although it is pre-configured, we'll still recommend that you actually get a professional water treatment company to come out there and just tweak the system, maybe increase dosing. There's a couple of things that they can do to really make sure that you get the best out of the system, but it is pre-configured to work. So if you don't have somebody to do it, then all you really need to do is top up the chemicals, but the system is already pre-configured and installed. So as you'll see on this one, we've gone for a side stream filter. So what this basically allows us to do is continuously circulate a portion of the water. So if you look at this one, it actually taps off from your pump discharge. So what happens when your pump starts up, you'll have a small portion of your water consistently flowing directly through your filter and back into your basin. This is just to remove some of the contamination from your system without impeding any of your process flow that's actually going to your process. So we do also offer the inline filters, but sometimes people say they're worried they're not going to clean them often enough. We do have self-backwashing filters, but they're obviously a lot more expensive. So this is just a reasonably priced alternative to try and keep your water as clean as possible. So as I mentioned earlier, you've got your running and standby pumps over here. The pressure gauges are always installed as standard on all of our skids. And then over here, we've got your little trickle bleed assembly. This is just a TDS probe that's constantly reading the TDS of your water. If your water is within range, it will actually run down this hose and back into your basin. And if the TDS gets too high, then this solenoid valve will open, and then you'll actually flush a small portion of your water to the drain. So that's all we've got for this skid. Relatively simple and straightforward, but like I said, once it gets to site, saves you a fortune in installation costs, takes all the thinking out of the equation, and obviously it's a hell of a lot quicker to place it down and not have to worry about all of this piping.